InstaFlockers, and welcome to Saturday. We are live with Max. He can't quite decide where he wants to be right now, so I'm just chasing the tripod a little bit. How is everybody? If anyone joining us, balk up if you're here. There you go, Max. What do you think? Is that better? Yeah. Okay. So how is everybody this morning? Hi, ornithology dude. Glad to see you're able to join us today. Mookie, Connie. Hello. Hey, Max, I'll get you a snack, but you gotta be good. Can you be good? Max. Well, I said no eating the chair. Maxwell. Climb up. I said there's no eating the chairs. What part of do not eat the chair do you not understand? I can still see you. Now, I've got an idea for Beak Fest. Max, climb up. Max, do you want one of these? Climb up. You, Max? Is it just tail feathers? Now, you realize Max did this deliberately to wait until I have my hands full, right? Oh, that's better. We want to see your face. Okay. Max, you're spoiled. So we have a bit of a problem with Beak Fest this morning. Max is not amused. We ran out of eggs. Well, what actually happened, somebody ate the rest of the eggs this week and didn't share with the flock. Yeah, but that's okay because we've got something else for Beak Fest that Max might enjoy. Hey, Max, climb up. You see what I got in my hand? Would you like this? What is it? Is it a shrimpy? Yeah. Oh, yeah. You got a special shrimpy for Beak Fest. Hi, Mookie. Oh, very, very good. And Max loves these because you'll notice they come in their own shell. He gets to shell them. Very, very good. Right, Max? Now, I cooked some shrimp this week, and I made some for the flock as well. These were just boiled. They were frozen, boiled in shell. No seasonings added, so just plain. And I popped it into the fridge, and Max does not necessarily like his shrimp cold out of the fridge, so I heated it up just under some warm running water. So he does still get a bit of a treat, even though it may not be his favorite. I think everybody here knows he expects eggs on a Saturday morning. Yeah, that was an Uman shopping fail, wasn't it? And Uman also needs to go get you some other food, doesn't she? Let's see. Oh, there we go. Let's fix the light. Hey, Chris. Hi, Linda. Glad everybody's joining us. So was that good, Max? Was that good? I know. It's all gone. Now, would you like another one, maybe? I just have to give this one a good rinse. You want another one? Hang on. Give it warm. Is that good, Max? What do you say? Would you like another one? Well, let's fix that. I'm sorry, flockers. I'm doing a poor job with the camera. Do you know what this is, Max? Would you like? I suggest that is definitely a like. Oh, Sue might not be here today. Connie, say hi to Sue from all of us, and thanks for letting us know. Not sure if Einstein's joining us. Einstein's out at the lake house visiting his uncle Mark, but Einstein will be streaming live tomorrow, as usual. Who else are we missing? Hi. Oh, I know. The camera's a little bit crooked. Not quite sure what's going on here. Let's see if I can fix that. That's a little bit better. Not much. There. Okay. Just a little bit. There. There you go. Yeah, AV and KT are missing. Hey, Tango's here. Woof woof, Tango. Glad to see you. What do you think, Max? Was that good? Is that good? Is it okay that we don't have eggs, that you got a shrimpy instead? You'll notice he's just really, really carefully digging into it with his beak, trying to pull all of the tasty bits out of the shell. And dropping shells everywhere. Now, this is nature shrimp. I don't want it all over the place, so I'm just going to roll this. Max, you made a mess, honey. We'll ship this out as well. Oopsies. There's bits of shrimp shell down here, bud. Now that's why I made a little pocket with the paper. But no, you had to redo the paper, didn't you? You sure did. Now, at least you didn't get any inside of your box of toys. So, all right. There we go. Ooh. And another bit. Here you go, Max. Back in a minute. Definitely need to take out the garbage this morning now. What'd you get? Oh boy. Let's go down. Now, it's going to be box of toy time. You know what I don't think you need? I don't think you need this. So I'm going to move that. The board of doom. Shift that in. Ho ho. Now you got your box of toys. Is that better? Max, the box of toys, not the chair. Thank you. Yeah, Tico, got treats for you too. not the chair. Because I said so. So Max, you're a smart bird. You know not to eat the chair. Maxwell, not the chair. Turn around. Turn around. Thank you. Okay, you want to be on the floor, huh? Okay, let's go down to the floor. Sorry, flockers, it's going to take a second here to get the tripod slammed all the way down. And, whoops, hang on. That one needs a little leg there. We're almost down. Keep going, keep going, keep going. I know what Max wants. Uh-oh. Well, Max, if you're gonna play goalie, you have to give me back the ball if you want to play goal again. Went to another tower of blocks. Come in. Shift this a little bit so I can scooch in. Yeah! Did you get your block? There. Stack that up. Coming back. You see your tower of blocks? What you got, Betty?
A whole lot of mail checks, Mark.
Yeah, cup toss is always a fun game. No paper on the floor right now, Miss Linus. I did that deliberately because when he starts chewing on the paper, he could easily start chewing on the floorboards. There's little tiny, tiny cracks between them. This gives me a chance to watch what he's doing. Yeah, Max, I know you're sneaky. I know you're sneaky. Oh my goodness, Tiffany has a new bunny friend. Tiffany, what's the name of your bunny friend? Is it from like Karen Koala or Hominy? Uh-oh, Tango's not going to talk to me anymore. Hi, Shirley. Brian from the Bronx. Yeah, always good to see everybody joining us. Yeah, it's always time to play cup toss, isn't it, Max? Tiffany's got 2 bunnies. She got one last week, and she got a friend this week, her sister. That's pretty cool, Tiffany. Max, what are you chewing on? Tico's just complaining in the background. Yeah. Now we can disassemble the toys. Oh no, Ornithology Dude says Amy messaged them yesterday saying she had to report a pet shop owner for neglecting a macaw. Always sad, but it's good that people are watching out for these types of things. Just a strong silent type right now, Max. Looks like you might be doing a bit of spitballing. Stay put. Here, here's another toy. Can you put the toys in there? Do the toys fit? Let's see how this works, Max. Look. Take your toy, you can put it in here. Here, you try. Put your toy in. I got a yellow star. The star goes in there too, huh? Yeah, okay. We are going to climb back up. Apparently the floor has been messed appropriately. Are you climbing up or are you just being a goose? No, okay. That's easier to climb up, huh? Okay. Tripod's almost set. Leg lock, leg lock, leg lock. Oh. And we forgot one leg. or one part of one leg, I should say. Come on. Lock in place. There we go. What is in here? That's right. We have toys. Toys for birds. So Tango, you have a new automated toy. Max, are you going to climb back up now? Yeah, because the game is not to see how many times I can readjust the tripod. The game is to play birdie games. Let's go here. Let's see what we can pick up. Here's some toys for whatever game you decide you want to play, Max. I'll give you a hint, Max. The game is your choice. You just can't choose to chew on the chair. Okay. So Tango, we're trying to teach the flock over here how to use a garbage bag and a trash can. So far, Tico seems to be the master. He watches me put stuff in the trash bag. He understands that there must be a lot of fun involved for humans who are putting garbage in a trash bag. He then slices open the side of the trash bag and watches me put it all into a brand new bag. Super helpful. Yes, Max. You just want to hang out up there quietly for a few minutes? Shall we ask the magic voice about the weather? Alexa, what's the weather?
Currently, in Calgary, it's 15 degrees Celsius with mostly sunny skies. Today, you can expect intermittent clouds with a high of 21 degrees and a low of 8 degrees.
Well, 15 Celsius isn't too bad. What do you think, Max? Oh yeah, the flock is always very, very helpful. Ornithology, did your Alexa actually tell you about the weather too?
Sorry, I'm not sure.
And mine did not understand what I said. Yeah, 60 Fahrenheit, so it's actually not too bad. We might consider going outside a little bit later on. What do you think, Max? Would that be fun? You've been out on lots of walks this week. Yes, you have. No, hang out with us. You know what, Max, have a little bit of a chance to play inside, and then towards the end of the stream, if you want, I'll pop on a harness and we'll go outside. But of course, that's only if you want. Send me some hearts if you'd like to see that. Ornithology dude, you didn't realize you'd moved, huh? So send me some hearts if you want to see Max go outside in a little bit. Carrie says that they would. Hey Max, you got toys? Stay up, please. Thank you. Stay up. You got toys? You want me to toss a few toys? Landed on the floor. Oh my bird, all of your toys on the floor, buddy. What else we got? I've got. Oh, thank you, Tico. I have a boat. And I have Legos. Now I have 2 pieces of Lego. And a cup. That's better, Max. Thank you for tossing it to me rather than behind your chair. Oh, Connie, thank you for reminding me. Of course Karen can come out for a visit. Isn't this exciting, Max? Look who's here. Well, don't bite me on the ear. Bach. Hi, Max. Does your friend know your name? Oh, you don't want a scritchy? No scritchies. So Max, I've heard your friend Tango isn't happy with the automated toys. It might help if you could bark for him. I'll show you. Woof, 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 woof. Woof, woof, woof. Arf, woof, woof. Now you try. I bet Tango likes me now. I think Tico's watching us. Is Tico watching us? Well, thank you for visiting, Max. Bok bok. Hi, Tango. Can I come visit you now? I bet your friend Tango's very happy. Yes, Connie. Max varies how he interacts with it too. Are you okay, Tango? Tango, I asked Karen, and she says she thinks it's better to hang out here with Max. It's safer. She also says she's a little bit worried about getting across the border because she thinks she might be exotic. Yes, Einstein will definitely give Karen the knockout, the total knockout. Oh, actually, let's just bring everybody up to date on a little bit of news. So first off, do you remember Bellamy? Bellamy is a macaw who the owner is the owner of Parrot Trends, a local store. They're do a lot of online. Actually, they don't have a storefront here. They're just all online. But the owner will frequently meet up in centralized places for pickups if you want to save some shipping. She also comes out to all of the Parrot Club events, and she's quite active. She's quite a parrot owner. But Bellamy, beautiful, beautiful macaw, was having some issues, and he had to go to Vancouver to see a specialist. He had esophageal surgery. He's been there for quite a while, but he flew home this week. His owner flew out to Vancouver to pick him up and flew back with him. I hear that he had a seat on the plane, and he's back home doing well. So that's really good news. If you were following Facebeak, I was helping promote one of her auctions to support Bellamy's medical costs. You know, she's a great supporter of the parrot community, so the parrot community supports her as well. So I'm glad to say that Bellamy is doing well. If you're following Iago, the swinging macaw, also this one's another West Coast macaw. He's the one who broke his leg, and cast has not come off yet. He was told an extra week or two, just being cautious, but he's doing really, really well, healing well. So glad to see that. No, Mookie, Max has not killed Karen yet. Karen went to have a nap. But the other thing I wanted to talk a little bit about was exotic pets in Canada. There's some municipalities, or some provinces and some municipalities, I should say, that are looking at bringing in some additional rules and regulations on exotic pets. And as Max is quite concerned about that one as a parrot, and obviously I'm concerned as well as the parrot owner. And there's been a lot of chatter on one of the African Grey forums about what Saskatchewan is doing. Since I was kind of curious, I did a little bit of research. All of the info, it hasn't been covered super well in the news, but it has been, there you go, Max. Oh, scratch time? It is well covered on the provincial website, and I did a little bit of digging. So what Saskatchewan is doing, they're bringing in legislation that basically makes a lot of exotic pet ownership problematic. If you own a pet that's on the absolute, they've sort of got two lists. One's absolutely prohibited. You can't have a pet alligator, just far, far too dangerous. And the other list is what may be allowed. Now, they're not targeting budgies and cockatiels, but there are a lot of regulations for some of the more exotics, larger parrots. They speak to Amazons and Greys, and Max is much bigger than both of those. They speak to monkeys like marmosets, etc. If you live in Saskatchewan, you are no longer allowed to buy one or obtain one as a pet, and that has already come into place. If you have one, you have to check what list it's on. If it's on the prohibited list, it must be surrendered for humane euthanasia by, I think it's November the 15th. If it is on the protected list, like the parrots are, you have to register it with the government of Saskatchewan by November the 15th. And there's a lot of regulations on what can happen. You can't rehome the bird. The exception being to a family member. If you put the bird in your will, you are allowed to will the bird to a member who's not in your family, but that person who the bird is willed to must be registered with the government as well. So you can't change your mind without letting the government know. Now obviously we're in Alberta, not Saskatchewan, but if I wanted to move to Saskatchewan right now with Tico and Max, Tico's on the prohibited list, or not the prohibited, the protected list. Max is not. I would not be permitted to take Tico into the province of Saskatchewan. If I wanted to live there, I would either have to leave him outside of the province or have him euthanized. And that just seems so very, very wrong to me. And it's going to have a lot of impact. I mean, greys are certainly a relatively popular pet. Now, I'll certainly say that the pet trade can be problematic. And I understand that they are trying to protect birds and other animals. However, the way that this one's written with no exceptions seems a little bit draconian. So I'm concerned for everybody in Saskatchewan, but more to the point, what happens in one province often will set a standard for other provinces. If Alberta or BC start looking at introducing exotic pet legislation, the first thing they're going to do is look at what some of the neighboring provinces are doing, and it's likely to inform what they do. Now, I did mention that Max, a Moluccan cockatoo, is not on either of their lists. So the avians, if they're not on a list, they are permitted, but I think that the Moluccans were just an oversight, so I wouldn't be surprised to see them added in. But it really concerns me when I see stuff like this coming in. So ask I have for everybody here is if you hear legislation like this coming into your state or province, try to influence it. Send letters, talk about what is needful, what is not, how do you best protect animals and birds without undue control, without making their lives miserable. Because honestly, a bird like Max, a lot of Moluccans, a lot of cockatoos, a lot of Amazons, greys, they rehomed multiple times during their lifetime. By not permitting that to happen, somebody who can no longer properly care for that bird is put in a situation where, the bird gets locked in a cage and the bird is one that ultimately suffers. Yeah. Licensing would be an interesting way. If you license to control, that would not necessarily be a problem. But by essentially doing a draconian ban, it's very, very interesting. Connie says in the Netherlands, all dogs, cats, birds do not wear a leash or harness outside, but now they make an exception for dogs and birds. Yeah. Actually, Tango, this might make you a little bit sad. Do you realize that pit bulls and similar doggos are banned in many municipalities and there's some provinces as well, apparently, where they are banned. So that's a little bit problematic. Max, I see you did a spectacular poop on the floor. I'm going to clean that one up before it dries. Please don't poop on me. Maybe here. You can come over here. Oh. That was spectacular. It was icky spectacular. Ew. I gotta wipe one more time. I'm just getting rid of this. Yucky. Yeah, I know, Max. How about I wipe this up? Can I finish wiping? Because I didn't quite get it all. That was a real splatting one. Thank you. I'm going to move your chair back over. Oh, my bird, look at you. Yourself. Huh. Okay, flockers. Who wants to go outside? I'm sorry, Tango, telling me some sad news there. Yeah. But you know, when you start seeing certain breeds banned, you know, breeds can get a bit of a bad rap. But when you see certain breeds banned, you often see additional ones come in as well. Okay, Max. Max, I have all of your harnesses here. We have blue and purple and black and green and red. Which one would you like? Oh, have I got too many to choose from? Oh, chew on that, huh? You want to make a choice? Would you like blue or purple? You want red or green? Want that one? Okay. Let me just track that one back. That one is blue. So Max, you know how this goes. Actually, Max picked Tico's blue harness, so I just grabbed Max's own blue harness. Because I think Tico's harness might be a little bit too small to go over your head, buddy. Okay, I'm going to shift this over. And shall we put this on camera? Woo! Oh, I know. Well, because we're going on. Whoop, 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 whoop. Yeah! Get one wingy. Woo! Yeah, because your feathers are fluffered. And the other wingy. Yeah. Let's snug this up. Oh, you gonna help? It's so helpful. Excuse me, Max. Here we go. Okay, exhale, buddy. Max is, oh, I'm sorry. Uh-oh, I got a feather caught in here weird. Hang on, I gotta redo this. Oh, hang on, I'm sorry, honey. I'm sorry, let's get this other, don't pull there. I know, how did I miss a feather? Oh, my bird. How often? I don't do that very often, do I, Max? Oh. There, is that better? Now we've got your entire wing on the same side of the harness. Oh, I'm sorry. That couldn't have been too comfy. Okay, let's try that again. Oh, I know. I'm at the weird angle. At the weird angle? Woo! There. So Max, is it hoodie weather or you think it's okay out there? You think it might be okay? Okay, we're going to grab the, oops, I'm gonna grab this. No, that's not helping. Come on up, step. Okay. All right. Okay, we're going to lose the camera for a minute as I walk. You are going to see the ceiling. Okay, takes, you got to go, yeah, good bird. Good bird. And go outside? All right, Max, let's go outside. Your harness is on nice and snug. Oh, it's beautiful out here. Oh boy. Buck. Yeah. And there's another chair. Is that a good chair to sit on, Max? Oh boy. Here we go. Oh yeah, now I can see you, Max. Yes, we're outside. Oh yeah, Max is always happy to be outside. Buck. Buck. Oh yeah. Well, hang on here. I don't know what I just did with the tripod. Ah, Max. Yeah. How about we do that? There's one leg. Another leg. Yeah. What do you say? Yeah. Scritchy, scritchy, scrowl. Yeah, Max. Yes, Max, you look really good in your blue harness. I'm just going to rearrange so I can sit down. And before anybody asks, I just checked. There are no wasps on my chair, except my chair just tripped over the camera. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, nice weather. I know the video quality is not quite as good as when we are indoors, but that's okay. Right, Max? Here. No, I didn't grab the key. I left the key indoors because we're just sitting out on the patio right now. We're not going to go for a big walk. Yeah, Max and Einstein can run the TV stations. I like that idea. Max, would you like to be on TV 24/7? Would that be fun? Oh, you look so pretty. Yeah, your harness looks pretty good too. Has anybody noticed when we go for a walk, you can always tell if we've just come outside or if we've been outside for a while? I'll give a hint. It has something to do with the harness. Has anybody noticed? Give everyone a few minutes to answer. So what Max does is he preens his feathers a little bit. And he tucks them over top of the harness to hide the harness. Yes, I put the leash on the back because Max prefers, if it's dangling in front of him, he's more likely to chew on it. Where if it is behind him, it's out of sight, out of mind. And he seems much more comfortable having it behind. Yeah. So, Tiffany, I was asking if you noticed what happens with his harness when we go outside. Over time, it tucks itself underneath feathers. You can already see some feathers on top of it. The part that I hold, right here. Oops, this part goes over top of my wrist. And there we go. I do this. There we go. There, you can see it's coming up from behind him. And now from between his legs. Yeah, big step. Big step. Big step. Come on, big step. Okay, you can stand on it if you like. Yeah, now he's holding himself. Yeah, definitely he does like his harness. Did you see it there, Tango? You can see how he's standing on it now. Yeah, that's his blue harness. Do you see people, Max? Somebody came outside and went back in. It was terrible. They didn't even come say hi to you, and somebody walked past. I know. It is so tough to be a cockatoo. Yes, that's right, Greenbird. The loop on the end is to keep me safe while I'm out on walks. That way I don't get lost. Max knows this is really important. Now, I find it really quite convenient to just hook over my hand and walk. I should tell everybody a story about a previous harness that Max had. This is before we started using the aviator. I had him for a walk around the complex, and I was holding one end of the harness in the same hand that he was standing on. And I'm talking to Max, and clearly I'm not paying enough attention. And he just reaches out gently and hands me the end of the harness. And I went, "Oh, thank you, Max." And I held that in my other hand. He continued to sit on my arm while we walked. Walking along, and I look down and I look at my right hand. My right hand's holding one end of the harness. My left hand is holding the other end of the harness. Max is just sitting free on my arm. He figured I was twice as safe if I had both ends of the harness. Little scamp had taken it off without me noticing. Yeah, I think they may not always see Max. We are behind, because when you look over here, yeah, those are your toes, buddy. When you look over here, and I'm just going to pan out, you can see we have one sidewalk right here, just on the other side of this fence. And then over here, right over by the road, there's another sidewalk just on the other side of these posts. That's a regional pathway. And then obviously the road. So sometimes people way over there don't see, because we have a lot of trees over here and trees over here, which means we've got a bit of privacy. I actually feel kind of bad for the people across the road. If you look at their units, they've got a lot of space right out front, but it's unusable because they're right against the road. They've got enough of a setback, but they have zero privacy. And the balconies, let's try to put down the tripod, not as monopod. The balconies are make it a bit hard. So flockers, I've just changed to cellular data rather than Wi-Fi. Hopefully that's going to deal with the problems of lagging and dropping. I usually try to use Wi-Fi, obviously, because it is a lot cheaper. I know I'm close to my streaming limit this month, but 10 minutes should be fine. Right, Max? Yeah, Tiffany, it might. It might, although we're not that far from the router, and we do have a strong Wi-Fi signal, so not sure. Now, it might just be that I've got a strong Wi-Fi signal, but it keeps breaking up, so it may not be a strong, steady Wi-Fi signal. So we're on cellular data now. Yeah, we're... Oh, hello, S. Selik from the Netherlands. S, I'm not sure your first name. Did you know Connie's from the Netherlands as well? Always fun. Yes, Tango. He does like to be out here on his own. Usually I take the flock out one at a time because it's easier to keep track of. And if there's a problem, it's much easier to keep track of. Recently, Tico's not been a big fan of being harnessed, so that means he's been inside, and he's been quite happy with that. This week, he got a brand new box, which he immediately renovated. And actually, there was some really, really happy news for Tico. No, it's not pumpkin season yet. But he watched the Amazon delivery people bring a huge brown box that's almost the size of his cage, and he looked pretty happy about that. Let's I got this too tight, bud. Let me undo it. Let me drop. There. Yeah. Hey, Max. There we go. But Tico looked at the big box and I told him that he can have it. It's almost the size of his cage. I might have to move some things around and get creative to get it into the cage. But he'll be very, very happy with that. Of course, the flock likes the boxes, but I kind of like what came in the box. I bought myself some new cookware. I've had the same cookware since, this is embarrassing, since I moved out when I was 17, so I've had the same cookware most of my life. I do have cast iron pan that I didn't have back then, and I did replace anything that had Teflon on it, obviously. And the cookware was hand-me-downs, so it was old in the 90s. So I bought myself some Lagostina stainless steel, found a really nice set at a good price on Amazon. So Max says that I should use that to cook his eggs from now on in. But that means I've got a really nice box for Tico, and Tico is quite excited about that. Tango, did you know air fryers we can't have over here? Air fryers usually have Teflon coatings, and Teflon and other products of that nature, when they overheat, they can off-gas, and the off-gassing can prove deadly to the flock. You know, same with a lot of the plug-in woks and frying pans. A lot of cooking appliances are problematic. The George Foreman grills and whatnot, all are problematic. I think you're fine as a doggo, Tango, and it's fine for humans, but avians have very, very sensitive lungs. And I'll actually tell you the reason, the real kicker why I got the stainless steel set. I was looking at stainless steel frying pans because I've been using a cast iron pan, and I have a glass top stove. It's one of the new ones. Haven't made too much of a mess yet, but there are some marks happening around the burner, and I'm always super, super careful with that stainless, or with that cast iron. But cast iron weighs a lot, and one of these days I am going to probably drop that cast iron pan. Plus, the cast iron is not necessarily good. If I wanted to do something like crepes, it's really not going to work out too well. So I was looking at getting a stainless steel frying pan, and of course most frying pans are the ones that have the coatings. It's much easier to get stainless steel pots and pans. And I found a really nice set that I kind of liked that was inexpensive, so I thought, well, I'll buy the frying pan and it comes with some of its friends. But I thought that was kind of cool, kind of exciting. So new toys in the household, and the flock will get all of the boxes. Tango says there's some non-toxic air fryers that are where we go there, PTFE and PFOA free. And some of them are, the ceramic is usually okay. Ceramic coated is usually okay. But yeah. So we're always super, super careful with how, your head's down. How are people supposed to see you with your head down, Max? Okay, there we go. We'll go to sort of handheld on a monopod. Okay. Starring the Pat Uman's hand. Yeah! Is that good, Max? The party's awesome? I think you should ask Einstein. Einstein was talking about a party this week. Did you hear that video where he kept saying party? Yeah, maybe you're invited. Yeah, it is molting season right now for Max. There we go. The feather shaft. I keep trying to go after the ones on the top of his head. And those are the ones he's usually pretty touchy about. There we go. Tango, there you can see the leash right off the back. Right there. There's the connection. Yeah, you got your close-up, Max. Yeah. Oh, another scritchy. Yes, Mookie's husband. Always leave Mookie alone during the stream. Better yet, join Mookie and watch the stream. Always entertaining, right, Max? Max is chilling right now, but he's definitely, it's molting season. I've gotten a few beautiful peach-colored crest feathers. We've had some flight feathers dropped as well this week. Quite a few of them, right, Max? Max has noticed that I will pick them up out of the cage. So what he does is when he drops one, he actually now walks to the front of the cage and throws it out into the front onto the floor where I can easily get it. I think that's kind of funny. He tends to sort his cage. Poop goes sort of underneath his water bowl and the paper that he's designated for that. Back corner of his cage, shredded paper for nesting. Front corner of his cage, the food's over top of that, and sometimes he'll drop some food down and go after it. But these are all three very distinct areas. There's no poop where the food is, there's no food where the nest is, and there's no nest where the poop is. So Max has that figured out. You know, I'm honestly, I'm not going to complain. He does get upset when I start going after the paper he's shredding for nest purposes, but he'll supervise closely when I reach in to remove the poop paper at the front, and I'll remove any of the food paper where the food is fruit or vegetables or anything of that nature. If he's just dropped something like some crunchies and there's nothing soft in that area, I'll leave it and he'll sometimes go after it. Yeah, Max, what do you think? Oh, does that sunshine feel good? Yeah, it's a beautiful weekend. I can't believe it's almost September. I know. Did you know that winter's going to be here soon? That's right. I know. Did I say the W word? I won't say the S word. Yeah, I know, Max. Feathers are awesome. Here's another close-up. Well, fall's okay, winter's not. In Calgary, when fall hits, we tend to start getting some snow. Right now, the weather is actually where I quite like it. It's not too hot, not too cold, comfortable weather for being out in shirt sleeves. Max likes the weather. I can handle this weather year round. Obviously, we don't like it when it gets too hot. I used to say Calgary only gets 1 or 2 days that are over 31 in a summer. This year, well, we had weeks and weeks and weeks upon that. Yeah, and we definitely are not a huge fan of the winter because winter get a lot of snow. We do have some Chinooks that blow through, but it's not great. And Max certainly does prefer it when he can be outside. So there we go. We're going to do a close-up of preening. You just got caught nibbling the chair. Hey, Max. Okay, I'm going to set this up. I'm going to, oops, let's try this again. Let's see. Max, can we get a buck? That was a singular buck. Your flockers were hoping for more than one buck. That's right. Can we get a buck? Max, buck. Okay, I'm going to go to handheld. Bear with me, flockers. Oh. There we go. Coming up. Step. There we go. Okay, Max. Sometimes he'll balk when I'm holding him. Hey, Max, can you buck? Can you buck? Pay attention. Can we get a buck, buck, buck? There we go. There we go. That's what every birdie was waiting for. Anyhow, flockers, I hope every birdie has a wonderful, wonderful day. Stay safe, stay healthy. And Max says, balk and smile. All right. Have a great week. Buck, buck.